So we're doing our first little walk. Should be about half an hour. It's called the Cerro de la Cruz, and then we should get a viewpoint of the good old volcano and the full-on city. There's Nanda. So it was supposed to be a 29-minute. Feels like it was maybe a 14-minute walk, but pretty cool. And this is Antigua. Pretty little town, city. There's Bebs. How you find the walk? How'd you find the walk? Fine. You got the big ass volcano. Don't know what her name is. I'll figure it out. So this is the second stop of Guatemala at the moment. We're in a place called Antigua. So Antigua, it's very well perceived for the tourist side of things. Very safe place. The city itself is it's very cool. It's very pretty. Cobblestones everywhere, so pretty difficult to walk around. Don't know why I'm out of breath. Not that high. You can do loads of lakes and loads of volcano tours from here, so that works really, really well. So we've got a little walking tour of Antigua as the loves looking all fine. And our first piece is one of the old churches, but check this thing out, it's beautiful. Got about 6 stops today, so we'll show you a couple of things. Antigua has been destroyed over and over again by earthquakes and rebuilt over and over again. So there's loads of little ruins and little things that are left over. And this one, I don't know what it's called, but it's English or something. But yeah, rad. So you've got this church, and then you've also got this little market on the outside. You can buy some handicrafts, and then they normally do quite a bit of street food at night. That little building down there, the orange one, it's called La Parada, and that place does really nice coffee and actually really nice hot chocolate for a really good price. So this is inside the church. This place is called La Merced. I think I'm pronouncing that right. But you get to walk around the courtyard, I guess this is, and then you also get to go into the church, and then also up top, so you get a panoramic view of some of the city. Entrance fee into this place, you're looking at 35 quetzal, which are not too badly priced. First up is the Santa Clara ruins. Very cool. They've actually done a lot of reconstruction, so you can kind of see what it used to look like and what it looks like now. But yeah, we'll take a walk through and show you what this place actually looks like. It's actually pretty wicked. So as I said, there's been a lot of different renovations on this place. They've done a really good job at it. So also just remember that you have to pay entrance to a couple of these things, and this one is 40 quetzales, so about $5-6 to get in. Look at this stonework. So a cool thing about this place I just heard, there were people speaking, and it sounds like you can actually get married in this place. So imagine being inside here, having this eerie feeling, and you can just walk around the grounds and be married. That'd be super sick. So we were up there now. So you can see where they've done their renovations. You kind of think, should it be left to what it was before, or do the renovations? Like, yes, I guess if you have the renovations, it's going to stay up longer, but also loses that little piece of heritage, I guess. There's all your building blocks. So if you guys have got any information about this place, please let me know in the comments, because we are too poor to afford a guide. So if you guys can give us some information, spread a little bit of love for everyone else, that would be absolutely epic. Especially all of these things, they're just lying everywhere. That's been remade. So a must-come place to visit is the Jade Museum. So you've got this type of jade, and it's only actually available or found in 4 different places: Guatemala, Japan, some place in China, and another one. Russia. And? Burma. This stuff is almost, the only other material that can really cut it is a diamond, because this jade is on the spectrum of 7.5, eh? Yeah, really, really, really cool. Definitely come check it out, and you can buy jade here. The cathedral, but we're in the ruins. So the new cathedral is actually missing 80% of the old, and this down here, you can actually see some lights inside there. So this is an air vent to the tombs. This place will go, and I'll get to the price. I think it's 20 quetzales per person to come in. So 80% of this is still in ruin, and it's still getting built up at the moment. So if I'm not mistaken, all the way through there, that actually used to be where your, what do you call it? Where the priest gives the ceremonies. I don't know what you guys call it. Maybe you can help me on that. No, not the chapel, the thing. But yeah, as I said, it is 20 quetzales to get in, and it gives you access to the whole place. It's really pretty. You can see where a lot of renovation has been done. If you look at it, it's like what? $3 to get in? That's pretty dope. So they've got a idea of what this place used to look like. And it looks like it used to be very, very grand. Whoa. So that's what they think it used to look like. And this is what it looks like now. Crazy. So this is inside one of the crypts. So another rad place to come check out is this place called Nimpot. So you've got all these artisanals all over the place, but this one itself, you can find all the different types of artisanal and handicrafts from across the whole of Guatemala instead of just the actual place. This is Hobbit Antigua. It's basically a little shire, but in Guatemala, which is really cool. It's supposedly a jump ropes, well, type of swing thing, mini golf, archery, axe throwing. If you're in the actual center of Antigua, then you can get a shuttle plus entrance shuttle back, there and here and back. And that costs you $115, which is like $15. So looks like a good little day out. It's Babs. So if you have a drink, you can have a photo with Gandalf, which is pretty crazy. Is going to be on two volcanoes. The first volcano is called Volcan Pacaya, otherwise some people actually call it papaya, so think about that one. And then the next one that we'll do is called Volcan, can't really say this properly yet, but it's called Acatenango, something like that. It's a little bit higher than this one. So this one is 2,552 meters, still active. It's popped 3 times so far. Last one was 2021. The one before that was 2010, and the one before that was 1965, as far as I know. This one, probably the easiest out of all of them, takes 2 hours to get up, 1 hour to get down, and I think you're actually able to roast marshmallows up there, so that should be pretty cool. Something just popped. Wasn't a volcano, so we have to go around this pop here, around, and then we go up. So I'll let you know how it goes in a bit and take from there. Peace. So we're on the way. Got our first little signage, Volcan de Pacaya. A couple of people up there. So this hike must be really easy. The kids up there look about, I don't know, 10, 11, 12, 13, so around there. So it must be pretty easy. And then we got a dog helping us lead the way. Got the love down that way. I've got our sticks. So yeah, that one, big one, is Fuego, Agua, and the one behind that is Fuego. Nice little view. I think that's, I don't know which city that is. Yeah, we gotta go up there and probably go around and then we'll reach Pacaya. Yeah, so this is actually from the last volcano in, last eruption, next post, in 2021. So that used to be farmland. I think there was maybe a village or two down there as well, and that's all gone. It's crazy. And if I'm not mistaken, that is Volcan Pacaya. And that's where we're going. Looks like there's actually smoke coming out of it. Cool. So we aren't allowed going up the volcano, I'd imagine due to safety precautions, because, well, as you can see, it is still smoking up there. But yeah, this is all lava from the last eruption. That's nuts. And supposedly we can fry marshmallows somewhere, so we're gonna go find that out. So something about the walk itself. I guess you've got different prices, but you're looking at around 160 Guatemalan quetzal, and that gets you your transportation here, gets your guide, and then your transportation back, and then also it gives you free marshmallows. So hopefully we can find a hot spot and cook some marshmallows. You can pay extra to cook a pizza, so I think that's another, how much? $20 or $25. And then, as you can see, you can get horses up here, but I think it's pretty expensive. It's about $40 to $60, which the walk itself is really doable, so you don't have to actually think about doing that. Yeah, first volcano. And there's Bubs. So this is almost as far as we can go. Nice little lava pit. There's good old Pacaya. So we're here taking a couple of pictures, and then we'll go around the corner and we'll go toast some marshmallows. Yeah, very cool. That's how you do it properly. Right out of a volcano.
There's the beautiful loves.
Yeah, still unspeakable. So we're doing the second volcano of Antigua. This one's called Acatenango. Quick couple of facts. You're looking at about 3,900 meters elevation. You've got pretty cool. You've got 4 different microclimates that you actually walk through. So you've got farmland, you've got alpine forest, and you've also got what you can see up there. Nice little bit of cloud forest. So our starting point, the little guide, Carlos, and we've got one extra person walking with us. Yo tengo. And then, yeah, so it's about 6 hours today. And then there's an extra 4 hours that you go up to like a viewpoint for Fuego. And Fuego is the volcano that erupts every 15 to 30 minutes. So hopefully we get to see a couple of eruptions today. But yeah, starting off slow, and we'll get up there. And then I'll give you a couple more pieces of information as we go along and we find some extra little things to look at. Sorry about the wind, but I forgot the microphone. I need to check if it's in the bag. But yeah, making it up there slowly. So this whole thing's actually been dug out to make the track. I think we've been walking for maybe 20 minutes or so. Got a break in one, and carry on. Yeah, this all this grit and soil definitely makes it a little bit more tough, but yeah, it's not too bad actually. I think this is our first little stop. There's the Babs. So I guess this place you can refill, get a couple of things, some sweets. Hey brother. And this is our view for the starting point. So you've got your first section, which is farmland, loads of corn. Next little, wow, it's a big group. Our group is only 3. You got some of these groups like 15 or something. It's crazy. And then our next extent is up there. I think goes into a switchback now, I guess, or maybe it's still uphill. It looks like it's still uphill through the corn mazes. And then you go into the switchback, and then you've got your alpine forest and your cloud forest. So it should be pretty awesome. You got this little guy. Hey. So it looks like the more difficult part is done. Now we've got the switchback, and we've definitely entered the cloud forest and the alpine. Even got some bamboo here. How you finding it, Bubs? Okay. And it's our guide, Mr. Carlos. Hey. Away. So this is where you buy your tickets. Also just remember that it's 100 quetzal each. Also, with that being in mind, I think they might take card, but if they don't and you've only got a card, then you kind of screwed and you have to walk all the way down. So just remember that. And don't know what that is. Just a little bit above the mountain. Here you can camp, you can hike, look at stuff, and then maybe monkeys. Yeah, we are definitely in the cloud forest now. Check that out. Super cool. Super cool. And then a really big tree. Wow, look at the size of this tree. Oh my word. Nice one. Called the cloud forest. Oh, super sick. So we are officially at the halfway point of Acatenango. A little bit about the trek. So The height is 3,976 meters, so that's pretty. It's not low, but it's not too high. The incline is quite an incline, so that is definitely a little bit of a killer. Altitude, if you're not used to it, then altitude sickness pills, or otherwise water, but no milk or anything like that, because that will mess with your stomach. So that's your kind of little break point over there. Also about Acatenango, it's actually the third highest volcano in Guatemala, so that's pretty dope. And then I'll give you a little bit more fun facts and tips a bit later. Whew. Okay, so no joke, wrap up, because like when you get to the top, there's super exposures for wind. This is our last little shop. Yeah, it gets super cold, so yeah, just definitely remember that. Oh, about an hour and a half left to get to base camp, then we chill for about an hour, and then we try to find our way up to Fuego to check some lava. Oh. Damn, it is cold. So we made it to base camp. Yeah, it's super cold up here. Like my shirt's wet, so I have to get that thing to dry a little bit, and I've got this thing on me. But yeah, let's hope it works. So a little extra couple of things about this place. Really cool. It's got 4 different microclimates. So as I said, you've got your farmlands, and then you've got your cloud forest that we walk through, and then after that you've got your alpine forest. So you've got all the needle trees. I forgot what you call them. If you can tell me, give me a shout. And then your last one, of course, is the volcanic scree. So you've got your volcanic ash and things that you walk through. This place is definitely it's brutal and it's beautiful. So you've got some mad inclines, and then there's like the actual track is really pretty. One thing to definitely keep in mind, I've already said as well, it gets super cold, so it can start off like maybe 25 degrees, and during the nights it can actually drop down all the way down to 0. So definitely bring yourself some layers. And yeah, no, it's let me give some prices on this thing. So our hostel, it's called Kamazotz, and they do a really good deal. So it's 160 quetzal, and how much is 160? Like 40 bucks or something?
160.
Oh no, it's 375. It's 375. My bad. So I'll equate that for you. But 375 quetzal. So that gets you your transportation up to your starting point, gets you a guide, a really good lunch. The lunch was really good. It was chicken, rice, cucumber, and then some cooked vegetables, so really filling. And it gets you, well, your little place, which is not too bad. Hopefully with the body heat it should keep us warm. That's what I'm definitely hoping for. And then of course it gives you dinner and it gives you breakfast when you get back down, so that's pretty dope. Hopefully, as you can see outside, it's super white, so I'm hoping that we can actually see some decent volcanic eruptions tonight. It hasn't really been active for the last couple of days, so I really do hope that we get lucky. So we'll go take a walk up there. That's about an hour or 2 hours up supposedly, and then an hour down, so that's not too bad. And then tomorrow morning, early rise, so we start at 4 o'clock. Get there for sunrise, check the volcano, and then we start heading downwards. But yeah, pretty awesome. Yeah, so a little bit of a bummer this morning, well, all morning. I woke up at 2:30, and then it's been like this all morning, since 2:30 to 4:30 to now. So we didn't get to go see Fuego, we didn't get to the summit of Acatenango, but it's been a nice little walk. And then we got to sleep in a nice little shack, so that was awesome. But yeah, no, pretty cool. Definitely would have been more fun being in the volcano side of things, but you can't force the weather to do what you want, eh? At least the sun's trying to come out, so that's cool. But yeah, peace out. If you want to. So that's Fuego that we didn't make it up to, and I'm not too sure what her name is over there.
El Altito.
But yeah, we finally got to the volcanoes.